Hey everyone, how's it going? For today's video, I'll be showing you how to draw an Allosaurus versus a Stegosaurus. So hope you follow along and enjoy this video today. Now to start off with our Stegosaurus versus Allosaurus, let's begin with the Stegosaurus. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm just going to begin by making a little curved line for the top of the eye. Then we're going to make a little circle shape underneath here. We'll go ahead and make a little line right here for the top of the eyebrow. And then we'll leave some space. We'll do another little line here for the other eye. I'm going to bring this line down, and we're going to kind of bring it around and curve. Then we're going to bring this up to here. Then we're going to bring this down and back up. We'll make two little lines here for the nose. We'll make a little curved line here, some extra little lines for the back of the mouth. Then for the tongue, we're going to bring this up and then down here. Next, we'll kind of curve this up for the mouth. Then we're going to bring this down and kind of curve it up. We're going to bring this over and up for the jaw. Then we're going to curve our line right around here for the head. We'll kind of connect that there. We're going to make a couple little curved lines here for part of the neck. And then we're just going to bring this line down and then up here. Next, we're going to bring this line up here for the other part of the neck. And then we're just going to leave some kind of like broken lines around here. Right here, I'm going to take this line down and kind of curve in. Then I'm going to come down here and then in like this for part of the leg. We're going to make a couple little lines kind of curve up. Then we're going to go down here and up for a little toe. We'll make another little toe here and then one here. I'm going to bring this line up and in. And then I'm going to curve this in here. Over here, I'm going to come down, and then I'm going to bring this line down towards the bottom of my paper. We'll make a little bump there, and then a little bump here. We'll bring this over, and then curve up. Right here, let's make a little curve for the stomach. I'm going to bring this line down. And then we're going to bring this line out. Then we're going to start up here and we're going to kind of curve this line in. We're going to bring this down here. And we'll make a couple little bumps for the toes, and then we'll connect it here. Over here for that other leg, we're going to make this line kind of come over to here. Now, starting right here, we're going to kind of shape out this tail. We're going to make this line kind of curve up to here. We're going to leave some space, and we'll make a bump here, and then another big bump here. Then we're just going to make this kind of broken line come back down. Now, right here, we're just going to make some spikes. So I'm going to make a spike here, and then we're going to make another big spike right here. We're going to make two smaller spikes right over here. Then let's make our Stegosaurus plates on here. We're going to make these kind of go out with a curve, then they're going to come to a point and back down. We're going to make these get a little bit bigger as we start to come up here. So I'm just going to kind of put some of these plates on here. We're going to make them kind of get pretty big up here. Put another one right here, going a little bit smaller. Then we'll make them just a tad bit smaller as we kind of come down here. I'm going to put some kind of more like spike shapes there, just kind of make it look like the plates are kind of turning. We can even put one here too, little line there. Now let's make a little plate here. Kind of curve one here. We'll do one there, and then we're going to make another big point shape here. Kind of curve one around there, and then we'll put one right here, little line there. Now, we got our basic shape of our Stegosaurus. Now we want to come over here and do our Allosaurus. We're going to make it just a little bit smaller. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to begin by making a line. It's just going to kind of come down and then up like this for the eye. Then we'll put a little curve shape in here. Do a couple little lines here. Then we're going to make a little kind of pointed shape here, and I'm going to bring this line over right to about here. I'm going to bring this line kind of down and then up and then back down here. Put a little dot up here for the nose. Next, I'm going to bring this line down and kind of make it dip down. Make this come up and then curve up for the jaw. We'll make that line down here. And then we're going to put in a row of very sharp teeth. And we'll put another row down here of very sharp teeth. We'll kind of curve this line down for the tongue. And we'll do two more little lines for kind of like the back of the mouth. Let's go ahead and make a little curve here for the other part of the head. I'm going to bring this line down with a couple more little lines down. Then I'm going to put a couple little lines here, and I'm going to make a little line that goes up here with some little breaks. I'm going to make this line come down to here. Leave some space, and we're going to bring it down for the part of the back. We'll make this line come down for the leg. I'm going to make another little line here. Then I'm going to make a line that's going to curve right to here. A couple little lines that come down here. Then for the arm, I'm going to bring this line down, and we're going to make a little claw right here. We'll make another sharp claw here. And then one more here. We'll bring this up and put a little curve here. I'm going to make another set of claws here. We're going to do one like this. We'll do one underneath it, and then one here. I'm going to bring this line down. And then I'm going to curve some little points out here for the leg, or for the foot, I should say. Next, we're going to bring this line down, and we're going to make a claw come out here for the other foot. One here, and then we're going to come out and then bring this back up here. Kind of make it look like he's running. Next, I'm going to make the tail kind of come to here. We're going to jump over some of these spikes and come back down to here. We're going to bring it over and then down here. Okay, so we have our basic shape of both dinosaurs. Let's come in here and start adding some of the details. Let's start with the Stegosaurus. So I'm going to kind of curve some little lines here and here. I'm going to put a few little lines around there. A couple little lines here, and then a few little lines right around the mouth. A little kind of circle shape here, and a few little lines right around the head. I'm going to make these little lines coming down for wrinkles. And then a few little lines for like some wrinkle marks right by the legs. We'll also do that up here, make some bigger ones, and then some smaller ones just kind of shape out the legs and show where the wrinkles would be. We're going to make some little bumps on here for toenails. And we're going to do the same thing here, right around here, just for some detail. We'll make some little broken lines on some of these little spots here, and we'll make some curved lines here. Make some little kind of bumps here for some texture on the legs. And just some more little lines around there. Even one here too. I'm going to make some little broken lines right around here. And some little spots here too. Let's add some little lines kind of around the ends of each of these plates here. Kind of make some detail. And then we can even add some little lines kind of right across the bottom, different size lines on here, just to give it some texture. Just keep it simple, just some of these little random lines there. Now, on our Allosaurus, let's go ahead and kind of curve this line around. I'll make a little line up here. I like to make this kind of broken oval shape just to kind of show that indentation. And some little lines right around the lips. We can even do some lines coming up here, because they always have all those scales on their mouth. A couple little lines on here. We'll even do some curved lines on the claws with some extra little lines. Just show some wrinkles. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and do that same thing to the toes. Let's make some little lines coming up here just to kind of shape out the body. Some little curved lines on the hands, and a little broken line or two by the feet. Maybe a couple little lines on the nose. And then we can do some little lines kind of right along the tail too. And then don't want to forget about this foot either. We'll put some little lines here and some little curves. And even in the mouth, we can do some little lines for that back part. And some little lines here. And there you go. There is your drawing of an Allosaurus versus a Stegosaurus. I'm going to fast forward and start coloring this. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.